Bitcoin printing the mother of all mommy patterns right now on the charts. Moon boys worldwide are asking themselves, could this really be what we've all been waiting for? The answer might be big. After the last few weeks, Bitcoin receiving a little itsy-bitsy move to the upside after what I consider, and I've always thought, is potentially the last and biggest bear trap of this cycle left. Bitcoin on the weekly chart just did something ginormous. And in fact, it's not even big, it's huge. So get signed up to FEMEX below if you want to buy Bitcoin or altcoins, and let's absolutely dump on in. Where we take a look on Bitcoin's 7-day chart, we see the last halving Bitcoin had just a couple of months ago. Here we are now basically exactly in that range where we look to start seeing basically the cream rise to the top. This is the part of the cycle where things truly can get interesting. It's not, and I've been saying this, everyone basically has been saying this for years, but specifically over the last few months. The Bitcoin halving itself is basically never the point where things get really pumpy. It's always a couple of months after the Bitcoin halving where the true supply shock and the rise of Bitcoin, the Bitcoin bull markets, along with the liquidity cycles, really start to drive the price of Bitcoin up. And eventually altcoins, which again, I mean, I can show you a million charts why I don't believe altcoins have done anything yet. Meaning I don't think we've had any significant altcoin season whatsoever yet. Basically, if you're holding altcoins, I think that that's exciting for you, because really any real gains out of the altcoin market, I don't think have really even started. But with that being said, Bitcoin itself also has a lot, I think, to move to the upside. And you can see on this chart, this is the second halving that was back about 8 years ago. 4 years ago was the third halving. And now just a couple of months ago, we've had this fourth halving. And you can see these red boxes is roughly about, this sideways volatility, kind of like the middle of these moves, where this was up, sideways, and then massively up, sideways, massively up. It was a trend up, sideways, and now we can expect some massive upside, I think, very soon. I personally think just over the next few months, I think Q4 of this year is going to be the most exciting part of this. But specifically, I do want to talk about, let's say we fast forward to, February and March of 2025, and Bitcoin's sitting at about a $200,000 plus price target. First of all, a lot of people watching this video, even some people that are bullish, might be thinking, wow, that's pretty nuts, right? But the thing is, if we actually get there and we experience this and we go through this parabolic move to the upside, where let's say we get this like 4-year cup and handle pattern actually move us to 150, 200, potentially $250,000 Bitcoin in just the next like 6 to 9 months. Okay, let's say that actually is reality. I've seen what sentiment does, and I'll be honest, do you think a lot of people are going to be sitting there thinking, wow, this is like insanely crazy, this actually happened, I'm going to be taking profit? I'll tell you exactly what, unfortunately, 90 to 95% of people are going to be thinking and doing. They're going to be thinking, wow, we hit 200,000, I'm not going to take profit until 400,000. Wow, we hit 250,000, I'm going to wait for 600,000, right? And then they end up round tripping it. So the thing with crypto is that, at least in my experience, sometimes the craziest things do happen in terms of price appreciation, and you actually hit some of those gains and you hit some of those goals. But then the crazy thing is that most people, their psychology destroys them, and they end up not even taking profit on those gains because they think of an even crazier number that has to happen before they can take profit. And they just keep doing that until their number is too crazy that it just simply can't happen in that cycle. And they end up round tripping it and not making any profit. So what I'm saying is that $200,000 per Bitcoin might sound crazy to some people right now. In my opinion, based on not really opinion, but based on objective reality of these cycles, we are in a spot where we can see that type of massive appreciation. What becomes delusional, I think, is that let's say we do this and we head up to not that much. Let's say we do this, okay? Let's say that the entire crypto market cap looks like this in about 7 months, 7 to 9, 7 to 10 months. What people are going to be doing is exactly what I just said. They're going to be thinking, wow, we can do it again. And the fact is, no, we probably won't be able to, because these cycles and the liquidity cycles specifically have a like a rhyme and reason to them, and you cannot just expect it to go up forever. All I'm saying though is that this is the part of the cycle where we should be expecting the maximum gains. Okay, we can see what happened over the last couple of weeks. We had a pretty big drawdown after sitting around 65,000 for months, drawdown, and we've completely bounced back. This so far has been proven to be a massive bear trap. Really, there's only a few key levels that need to be broken here. We're sitting at the top of the Bollinger Bands. If we look at the daily chart for Bitcoin, we're above very key 21 and 50-day moving averages now. We've actually recently bounced off of them just about a couple of days ago. Maybe we'll come back for a retest. Maybe we'll have to come back down to 62, 63,000 first or something like that, especially after such a nice rise ever since July 4th. So really the whole month of July has been pretty much up only. But we also see we are in the midst of getting another bullish cross. We had a bullish cross back here in May 25th. Then we had a bearish cross exactly a month later on June 25th. And now it's lining up to where almost exactly a month after this one, we might be getting a bullish cross as well. Now, these crosses on the short term don't mean too much. But one thing that I do think that's worth noting is that before these massive expansions, we do see a lot of teeter-tottering. We see a lot of back and forth where you see right here, bullish cross, bullish, bearish, a bunch of bearish and bullish crosses in a row, and then massive uptrend. So in the short term, I don't necessarily think that if we get this bullish cross, this is going to necessarily mean, it's up only for the next couple of months. But the structures, if you more zoom out and look at this, on a more zoomed out chart, I think this is very big. Now you look at the weekly chart as well. We had the Bitcoin halving in April. And at that point, if you look at the MACD, we were already like topping out basically before the halving in terms of momentum. And ever since the halving, we've basically not done much, right? However, what you've been seeing over the last few weeks specifically is that we're seeing the downward pressure. We're seeing the bearish momentum let up a little bit. Okay, and we're actually getting closer to a more bullish cross on the MACD as well. Look at the RSI. RSI has absolutely cooled off. Look how high the RSI was back in March, right? All the way up here at 88, when the price of Bitcoin was at 74,000. It's all-time high. And ever since the halving, Bitcoin has actually, like I said, we topped out slightly before the halving, and it's cooled off, it's reset. And again, we're in the perfect place for a really good Q4, a really strong bull market. The longer this bull market takes to blast off, the stronger I think the actual pump will be as well. You look at this weekly chart for Bitcoin, the 21-week moving average, we're sitting right on top of it now. We never even came down to the 50-week moving average, which is around 49,000. The 100 weeks all the way down at like 37,000. So ultimately, even with this quote-unquote crash that we received over the last couple of weeks, Bitcoin on these longer term charts has remained extremely healthy. Again, look at this weekly chart, MACD curving up, RSI still looks good, I think. I think it all looks very strong. I think that over the next few months, this is going to get parabolic. And if we actually switch to, it is important to keep talking about the Bitcoin dominance chart, because Bitcoin dominance has been only going up since September of 2022. Basically, Bitcoin dominance bottomed for about a year in summer of 21 and until a little after summer of 2022. And then Bitcoin has been gaining market cap or gaining market share and gaining dominance here. It was all the way down at like 38%. Currently, Bitcoin dominance is at 55%. But I think that Bitcoin potentially has one more dominance move to the upside before a mega crash in dominance. Basically, what do I mean by that is then just alt season. I just mean alt season is coming. But absolutely, I think Bitcoin has to pretty much shatter 75,000. And I mean, honestly, in my opinion, it's probably going to go higher than that when we actually do get this move, when we actually do get this breakout of this range. Okay, this is the range I'm talking about, where we go back to February of this year. This entire sideways range, I mean, how many days roughly is this exactly? We've been trading pretty much sideways for about 150 days, basically 5 months. We've been trading relatively sideways. And all I'm saying is, like, once we actually break 70,000 again, we're only $4,000 away from it right now. So it's not even far away. Like, what percent move is that? That's like, a couple percent away. when Bitcoin breaks 70 again, I think it's going to go far past 75. I think Bitcoin will enter a nice run. Altcoins will go up a little bit, but ultimately altcoins really start pumping when Bitcoin starts trading sideways significantly above all-time highs in a true bull market. Another piece of data that I want to look at here is that Bitcoin hash ribbons flashing a buy signal. This is one of the most reliable buy indicators. According to Bitcoin Archive, significant price gains have followed 7 out of 8 times that this happened. No indicator is perfect, but 7 out of 8 is a relatively good track record. If we look, let me actually zoom out a little bit. You can see we've had each one of these buy signals pretty much, preceded a massive upside move for Bitcoin. I think the only one that didn't was back in July of 2022. But I mean, here, look at beginning of 2023, beginning of a big uptrend. Same thing here, a couple months later in the summer of 2023, and we're seeing this again, the buy signal for the hash ribbons on Bitcoin. So ultimately, yeah, I mean, I'm extremely bullish. I think that this chart illustrates it the best. That we still might have some time trading sideways, but ultimately, if you're betting against something like this happening, meaning, hey, maybe this won't happen for another month or two, but ultimately the trend is something like this. I mean, I don't know about you. I'm absolutely fine waiting. That's quite literally how you make the most money in crypto, is just having a conviction, having a plan, and sticking to it instead of bouncing around every week, right? So for the most part, I think that's the best advice that you can be given, is have a plan, stick to it. Don't let this noise on a daily or even weekly basis really affect you too much. Overall, I went to the beach for a couple of weeks, right? And it happened to coincide when price was going down a little bit. And all of a sudden, people were I was getting so many comments like, why are you not here when the price is dumping? But then I also have still been at the beach. I was at the beach during this whole pump, and nobody commented, right? Because people only want to say like, hey, you were wrong, price is down. But turns out you just wait a little bit. No, the price has gone up and it's doing exactly the same thing we thought it would be doing. I just think a lot of people that are panicking in this market are people that are just short term. They can't see the bigger picture. And all I'm saying is remember the bigger picture. So far, everything has played out perfectly. I've been saying since the beginning of 2023, the same thing. And if we go back to the beginning of 2023, right here, technically, the beginning of 2023 was right here. But yes, look what's happened, guys. I mean, zoom out. Bitcoin has gone up. It's been a lot of sideways for a couple of months, specifically here in the summer of 2023 and here in the summer of 2024. Keep in mind, why do you think that is? Summers are historically kind of boring for Bitcoin price action, actually. Winter, Q4 of 2020, Q4 in general, quarter 4 of the year is historically very bullish for Bitcoin. Okay, very strong. That's where we got the explosion back. The last bull market was actually in quarter 4. I believe it was also, it was also where we got the explosion back in the previous bull market. So pretty much every massive Bitcoin move to the upside has been large part around quarter 4 of every 4 years. So, September, October, November, December, or specifically October, November, December, those 3 months are extremely bullish historically for crypto. We also saw, though, that the stock market was doing really well over the last few weeks. What do you notice now? Actually, for the past couple of weeks now, it's not doing as well. So the past 2 weeks, it's actually down a little bit. And it's funny, Bitcoin wasn't doing anything, but then when the stock market dumps, that's when Bitcoin decides to actually start moving. So again, there's still kind of an inverse correlation there. But overall, everything is still going exactly how I expect it to. And I personally think the most important part is that over the next few months, and this could be starting very soon, this could be starting literally any day now, we start to just drift upward. And specifically, we'll see it happen. We'll see it. You got to watch the daily chart, see us break above this historical resistance right here. Guys, things get so exciting so fast. This is the last time you want to actually basically not be invested in this market. Not financial advice, but I wait 4 years for this. Okay, I am not gonna be cashing out anything. And when I say cash out, a lot of what I do is I take profits and put it into Bitcoin as well from alts, right? So when people say, why would you cash out into USD or some other currency? I mean, some of it, yes, but mostly it's cashing out into Bitcoin, transitioning it into Bitcoin. So when I say cash out, for the most part, just think cash out into Bitcoin. At least when I say it, for me. Other people, you do what you want to do. I'm just saying, taking profits, large part, I take profits into Bitcoin. Massive. And get sent up to Phoenix or BINGX below for my Bitcoin or altcoins. Without further ado, that's it for me.